We are caliente.
Welcome to the Cali ESK8 Show. Today we have a very special show. I want my co-host here, Jimmy, to introduce himself.
I got a question. Is every episode special?
Yes.
All right. Now that we gotten past
'Cause-
that, my name is Jimmy, and this is a special epised.
Yeah. Because you're here.
Because I'm here.
Yeah. Because
Almost all the time.
You're retarded.
You can see it, right? Let the professor get your mind blown. Laugh at Jimmy, kill it, but on the side though. Mama Ray does his magic on the down low. BBC, you never seen it. In the views, you won't believe it. You can see it on the Cali ESK8 Show.
I think I made 100% of the episode so far.
So today we have a very special group of people. Should I keep saying special?
We got a good group
You?
of people.
Right. Great group
Of people.
Yeah. So we got, everybody give it up for SoCal legend.
SoCal.
We got Estelita here. And then we got my man Leo. Come on.
Leo.
What's up, guys? How you been?
Good, man. Good.
Bro, it's so great to have you guys here. Like, I know I've been seeing you guys like since forever, since I started like riding skateboards. But you guys have been
Doing it.
from way before, bro. Like,
I'm 10 years. Leo's like, what, 7?
9?
9?
Pushing 9?
Yeah.
how about you,
I
Estelita?
started in 2021, so 4?
4.
Yeah.
See, everybody's older than me, like in ESK years. I'm a baby, bro. How
Yeah.
you been like? You been 3?
A little bit more than you. I think I'm at 3, getting on to 4 right now, about years. Yeah.
See, I'm the baby.
Baby.
But anyway,
You
like
gotta start somewhere.
I
Sometime.
know.
I don't know if he can grow anymore, though.
Come on, man. You know what? I'm taller than you. Let that go into the file over there. But everybody has gone into different, like I feel like everybody has grown so much within the ESK world, specifically like the guys that come from like San Diego, all this area over here. I know that my man SoCal legend like have been like since 2015, I think
Yep.
it was.
Yep.
2015.
March of 2015.
That's crazy, bro. Like, and you've been in racing, like, since when?
The first race I did in South France, and that was in 2016. And then the second one was in 2017, and that was in Paris. And then 2018 was in San Diego.
Where are all these races right now? I want to go.
I was showing Leo some old footage that I had on my YouTube channel.
Bro, you should send
yeah,
it over to
yeah,
play it,
yeah.
bro.
Yeah.
Like during the show.
Well,
Yeah.
like it was really cool because like we had like a village, and it was 250 people in the village.
Right.
And we started at the top of the hill, and we came through the village, and you see all like the kids rooting for us and clapping. And I was like, I was the only guy from the U.S.,
Uh-huh.
but it was just a really cool thing to be in like the beginning then. And
Right.
people look at things now, it's like this is the beginning. So it's like, when is the beginning? You know?
Right.
So,
Right.
yeah.
No, that's special, bro. And that's like, it's so, for me, like, it's significant because it's like back in 2015, it all just started. And now look at all these things that you're doing right now.
Yeah. Yeah.
You're carrying all the, like, most of the races. I want to say, how many racing events are you hosting?
So in the U.S., I'm doing ESK8Con. Last year I did ESK8Con, and this year I did ESK8Con.
Right.
Last year I did the Electrify Race League, all 4 of those events, and then this year we did Phoenix, and then I did TEF1 in November, and here we are.
That's crazy.
And I had Leo help me out last year in ESK8Con, and then this year, and then he got me into TEF1 last November in SoCal.
Nice.
So yeah, it was yeah.
You're becoming notorious, bro, for that. Like, cause it's like everywhere you go for a fucking race, it's like SoCal legend.
Well,
Like, got the track.
I think it makes sense. You just have somebody that's been doing it so many times. The
Uh-huh.
knowledge is there. Just having somebody come on and having to worry about all the learning, curve of that, it just makes sense to bring them on.
I don't see nobody else stepping up. So
Well, so Mo from Stooge, he did like the AVS, and like I remember this is a cool story. I remember doing a group ride. It was like 2017, and he showed up. It was just me, my buddy Alex, and then Mo showed up, and he had like a prototype of the Stooge,
Right.
and he made it about a mile and a half, and we turned around, he wasn't there, and then we like got our boards, we turned around, and his like board was on fire, and he was like putting it out and
way.
everything else, and he was like, my wife, she's just, she's gonna come pick me up, and I was like, what, and that was that, and then like 6-8 months later, he had another board, and so I remember racing him in 2018 at K1 when Evolve had the World Cup there.
Oh shit.
And I had him on the first lap, but then he smoked me after that. So,
Bro,
but,
that's
yeah.
insane.
Mo is a better racer than people realize.
yeah. Oh,
I've
dude.
never seen him.
I wanted to
race.
see
Yeah.
him on the Masters.
I
once.
wanted him to race Masters. I was
Yeah.
pushing. I even put it on a poster too, to try to see if I can get the community to convince him. But
I think the community needs
Yeah.
him too much off the track. Because there's so many
Yes.
races that
and
depend on
that's
him.
a hard part. But although the last race or two has been less hands on, although ESK8 maybe he was still pretty hands on, but
Mhm.
Yeah.
Electrify, easy going for him. Easy
He
going.
just sat back and watched and enjoyed
Yeah,
it.
Mhm.
he
Yeah.
was.
Yeah.
It was the happiest I've seen him at a
Yeah.
race event.
And he's
Yeah.
a great coach, bro.
Yeah.
Like he's like giving the motivation speeches, like guiding them and all that stuff. Like I had to, like I think it was last year, I had to go to like towards him, like and talk to him, like, hey, I like your leadership skills, man.
Yeah.
Like I love him, like the way you talk to people. It sounds almost military, bro.
Yeah.
And it's
Yeah.
crazy. No, but I would love to see him race.
Yeah.
Because it's like, imagine, him on the track.
I've seen it. He's gone to intro. He's
Yeah.
been on the track intro.
Yeah.
I've never seen
If
him.
you
That
come
means
out
you
to
need to
intro,
come
you'll
out
be able to
more.
see it. Yeah. Exactly.
But he
Thank
doesn't,
you.
Yeah, he
he
needs to
doesn't
come
come to
out
San
more.
Diego intro.
He does.
Well,
Does
he's,
he?
he's
Yeah,
not a
he
racer.
has.
He's not a
Yeah.
racer.
But he has come out a couple
he
times.
does come out
Yeah.
mostly Tuesdays, the night
He's
ones.
come out a couple
Yeah.
Saturdays.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, yeah,
I'm
he
trying.
does.
I'm trying to get him on the show, but he doesn't like to get interviewed.
No, I've already asked him to
But I got a plan. I'm gonna
bring the show to him.
bring the show to him, but I'm gonna interview Dina right beside him, so she can
Yeah.
speak for him.
Yeah.
And the
you know?
camera pans
Yeah.
over to
Yeah,
him.
he wants.
Hey
he-
Mo, what do you think?
Yeah. So Mo, and I'm speaking to Dina. He would be like, "Shit."
By the way,
Yes.
That's the idea. That's the idea. But hey, so what's that? I heard you guys had a project, right? A new racing event.
a new
right?
racing league.
right?
Yeah, new racing league.
So what is this idea? Where did this idea came from?
So, all these races are on a parking lot,
Mhm.
and the surfaces are unknown. The intro to speeds are always on parking lots. You're
Mhm.
scouting out this and security and
Getting kicked
everything else
out.
and getting kicked out. And last year when we did the Electrify Race League, the timing guy, DRT, his name is Alex, he reached out to me the end of December last year, and he was like, hey, my buddy's got a track. It's in Paris. I want you to partner with me so we can like do this on an actual track. And so like the actual timing costs, I don't have to pay those because we're partnering together.
Nice.
So I'm getting the community involved. He's getting all the expertise with the timing, the streaming, because that stuff costs money.
I
I
know.
mean, like a lot of money.
It's expensive.
A lot of money. And so teaming up with him is like gold for the community because we have all of those like expertise that we wouldn't have without this.
Mhm.
And so it was like a drive in me to be able to take everything and put it on a racetrack
Right.
for someone like you. I don't want to go race.
Mhm.
Well, guess what? We have something for you. The first hour and a half of our day is training you on an actual racetrack in an
Right.
intro to speed kind of a level. So that is completely something that's different than any other race league because they're focusing on pros or they're focusing
Right.
on TV content. They're focusing all of the wrong things.
Right.
I want to strip it down to grassroots and start it off level and then get those people that aren't comfortable
Right.
to get into our intermediate level
Right.
and then get into the pro level on an actual track.
Nice, nice, nice. You're hitting everything that they're not hitting.
Correct.
So that's
Because the money, it
Yeah, the
costs
budget,
a lot of
the-
money. It's a budget.
Yeah.
So to get the things that I'm trying to do is $25,000-$30,000, but I'm not paying for those things. I'm
Mhm.
paying for the track. I'm paying for the insurance. I have lovely people like Estelita that's giving her time and energy to helping this. Leo's going to be doing the DJing and announcing, and just these jobs alone are a lot of money, but these are community members that want to see something succeed.
Right, and you have done this before, like right? The DJing and the announcing thing.
Well, announcing I've done as far as like outside of ESK8 stuff.
Okay.
I've done DJing since I was pretty much 12, 13 years old.
Pew, pew, pew,
Yeah,
pew.
throughout the years here and there. And kind of helped out during the TEF1 event while Amping everybody was setting up.
Right.
So I've done it before. It's something I'm used to and like to. So I'm blessed enough to be able to team up with Joe.
Right, right.
I remember talking about it when we went camping last year when we were prepping for TEF1.
Right.
So it's kind of cool to see the progress of it and
That's
where it's
what-
going now.
Yeah, when you see the progress and then like the result, bro, of everything, you're like, shit, like we did all that, you know? That's crazy.
It was
you know?
crazy when I first heard of it. Was it February? He first reached out. I was like, "This is kind of happening, maybe." And then like
This
every
this
month,
is kinda
every month
happening.
he's giving me like, "Yes, this is the
Updates.
progress. This is the progress,"
Well,
and it was like more and more excited as time was going on.
problem is it's several different schedules, because my weekends are hanging out with the dog, camping, just doing something completely different in life.
Right.
So when you have a track schedule, when they have different dates booked on Saturdays, and then you have Alex's schedule that does the timing, and they conflict, and it's like August and September aren't going to happen because like all the schedules, my schedule, their schedule, his schedule aren't working right now.
Right.
And so it's been a long process to get that. And so it's going to be these first three. And then after that, we're going to do like an end of the year.
Right.
So it's basically, there's way too much scheduling and getting everyone's schedules. And even in the summertime, you know, people have different things they want to do out there in the desert. I mean, it's not really, it's desert, but I mean, it's hot out there.
It is.
So,
yeah.
you know, having something in August, September, that's like the hottest time of the year. So I was like, we were talking about it, I was like, no, we're good. We're
Yeah.
good.
That's
So,
crazy.
yeah.
So you are, what's your job title? I just want to listen to you like say, I just want to.
Just to
In
say-
detail.
Just say it.
In
Just say
detail.
it. Just
Yeah.
please.
I
please.
just asked this question prior to the show. This was
Please,
not
just
this
say-
was not
just
my
say.
decision. It was a title given to me upon others. Apparently, this one calls it BB, which is short for
Buzz ass bitch.
BAB, badass bitch. You don't want to fuck with this one, but she's gonna be running the day-to-day operations.
so like whenever I reached out to Estelita, I was like, hey, I reached out to Mario. I know he's going through, you know, his recovery and everything else, but I have the track.
Mhm.
And she was like, whoa. You know, she's like, Jack, okay, Alan, let's all of us together. So I was like, hey, this is what we can do. And she's like, awesome. And then after that, we just stayed in contact. And then I asked her a few things. And the next thing I knew, we had a telegram. And it was like the coolest thing because everything was like what was in my brain, but it was all in paper. And I was like, damn, she's like best person to have do this. And so that's why she's the boss bitch.
Yes, she is. Yes, she
So,
is. Because
she's-
this is like I don't know if you guys, well, most of you in San Diego, right? San Diego, Los Angeles, you know, all this area have to know Estelita
Yes.
because she's always involved in something,
yes.
and she's always kind of like the person behind it that is working everything to make it happen.
But she's a genius.
Yes, she's
So
a great multitasker.
yes.
Yeah, and she's so nice.
Yeah.
And she sometimes want to hug me. I'm
And
like,
her favorite color is
"You're not
purple.
gonna hug me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't try to hug her during the event. Don't try to when you're stressed out. Go back, smack her, and then she's like, "Oh, give me a hug. I'm sorry."
No, but yeah, she's a beast, bro. And I'll tell you that because like she has like I remember SE Skate, like she was running part of that, right? Like, or most of it. I don't want to get into details, but we got her on the
SDC PEB, yeah.
Get
it right.
I still can't
You're
San
still-
Diego County. San
Yeah.
Diego County. That's easy to
Yeah.
remember.
Who came out with that now? And then,
We teamed it up.
It's a
Remember,
team
you were a
effort.
part of that day.
yeah.
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 Team effort. You were here.
So I think that just goes into great foundational leadership.
Mhm.
You know, starting the organization with the right foundation, the right people, and building from there.
Yeah,
So
team.
the
just,
structure.
you know, really seeing what you
Yeah.
guys got going on is solid from what I can tell.
Mhm.
And
Yeah.
more
Yeah.
importantly, though, some people that I don't want to forget is as soon as it was official, right, that he asked me to be his admin. The first person I thought of was like Mario, Brandon, Fest, the founders of Intro to Speed. Because if the idea to this is to introduce people to the track, introduce people to getting comfortable on a track, expose them to it, then why not bring the people who originally started this,
Mhm.
right? So I got on a call with Mario. Within an hour, Fest joined, and within the next hour, Brandon was there. And within a few days, we were all meeting together,
Yep.
getting it started on the schedule, on what works best, what can we do, how can we get the other Intro to Speeds involved, how
And
can
what
we
was the vision?
assist?
What was the vision of
Right.
everything?
Yeah.
You know, because a lot of the things it's like, when I actually got the idea to team with Intro to Speed was I was sitting with Mo under the Stooge tent in Phoenix at the Electrify event like a month ago. And he was like, hey, you should do some stuff for like the Intro to Speed chapters.
Mhm.
And he's like, you know, do something where it's like, you know, raising money for them to get their cones or starting up new chapters. And I didn't know how that would work.
Right.
Because a lot of the things with this is track rental. You know, it costs money. Insurance costs money. All these things cost money, and it adds up. And without people there,
Mhm.
you know, that's coming out of my pocket.
Right.
And so that can't happen but one time.
Right.
And so being able to do something for the community, I had to sit there and think about what would be the best way to do this. And I was like, well, if I need like good, strong volunteers for flaggers, that's the main thing is I need a strong background. Well, Intro to Speed people have a strong, they all know what to do.
Right.
So if I could do something with that, get them to volunteer, have the chapters do that, and then turn around and do the live streaming
Right.
and spectator tickets.
Right.
Half those proceeds go to the Intro to Speed chapter that is sponsoring that race for that month.
Mhm.
So if we do 6 or 7 a year, then there's 7 chapters. So each chapter can have an opportunity to be a sponsor for a race, and they can basically help out with that. And so whenever that person's sitting there, like Mario or Estelita, you can sit with my lovely man over here,
LJ, the
and
stripper,
and then get all the people streaming to bring in more proceeds for that.
Right.
So whenever I just kind of started having these ideas, I was bouncing them off Estelita and bouncing them off the rest of the team, and it just turned into just this. And so now it's been able to turn into something versus just doing an actual race.
Right.
And then we had a meeting. It was Mario, Fez, and Brandon, and myself, and Zach, and Estelita the other day. And they're like, well, what about doing because the main thing with Intro to Speed is it's getting people that have never been on a track, uncomfortable with skating or not knowing much.
Right.
And then what's in it for them to be able to do this. So the first hour and a half of the day is going to be a clinic for people to come out and get on a track and actually learn the proper way to handle a corner, hillside, toe side, and be able to learn on an actual track versus a parking lot.
Right.
And so that was something that we came up with in that meeting. And there's just so much potential with this.
I feel like it's bulletproof, man.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like it's bulletproof. You guys got it all figured out.
Well,
That's
there's
crazy.
a lot that we can do. There's a lot.
Yeah,
we
there's
can
sure a
do.
lot of growth that you can see in this as well.
Bro.
Yeah, I started
Like,
talking
and
to the people in Portland as well, and I was like, what would incentivize you, the Intro to Speed chapter in Portland, because they have their own track. Every Monday they have their track practice out there. I was like, what would incentivize you to come down? The first thing that came to mind, it was Douglas Marshall. He said, well, weather, November, winter. I mean, November, December, January, there's snow, rain, so we can't use our track. So if we can go to sunny San Diego, make a ride or two, use the track, we'd be down to go. Like, he's doing his own race in March 2076, and he's preparing for that. Yep. So to practice for that race in those early months of winter, he'd want to come down to SoCal. So he already asked if we could have a reservation.
Yeah,
for that time period.
See,
and do you guys have a website and everything already set up?
Yeah. When he first
Absolutely.
asked me, he was like, "Do you know? Go ahead if you want."
Well, you guys are moving fast.
I'm like doing all these things, trying to get the schedule, just trying to figure out like insurance and all like the main things.
Right.
And she was like, what do you have to take people's money? And I was like, nothing. She's like, do you have a website? And I was like, no. And I was like, do you know how to do a website? And she's like, I'll get back to you.
Within an hour, I think within 40 minutes. Oh, our call dropped.
Yes.
Our call dropped. We were on the phone.
And my phone died.
Yeah, his phone died. And I was like, okay, I'll just use this time to get him a website. The first person that came to mind was Zach Darnell.
Yeah.
Because I know that he started working on EUC Racing League, and he's been running this website for years. And he has all the EUC races, all the EUC like intro to speeds as well that they have in the Bay Area and everything.
Right.
And I was like, oh, he's been running this for ages.
Yeah.
Let me see if he'd be down to like team with us and do this. I was on the call within 5-10 minutes. He was like, yeah, I'm down. And then he called me back at 5 o'clock because we started our call at 4.
Yeah.
His call dropped at 4:40. I was with Zach for about 10-15 minutes. He was down. He calls back at 5, and I'm like, I got a website for you.
That's
Dude, it was
crazy.
like
See how fast
Yeah.
that was?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Hence her
So, do
name.
you guys have like donations right on the website? So outside of racing, maybe just have that right on the website that you can donate straight to the chapter.
Yeah, we're integrating that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's some growth. I mean, like we used the first weekend. So last Friday was the launch of the website. And so we were like, we'll use the weekend to see what bugs we have and things. And people messaged me, and so we fixed those things. And within like a day, like Zach was gone for the weekend. I think he was at a race.
He was preparing for Shredfest.
Yeah.
He was preparing the trails.
Yeah. And then basically like within a day after that, boom, everything else was just different again. I was like, oh geez. So like he's like on point with the website. So
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Because he called at 4. We communicated by 5. Zach had people coming in by 8 or 9.
Yep.
And he needed to leave at 8 in the morning on Saturday. So he's like, I can have the website done before my departure, because he's gonna be gone all weekend. He's like, I can't have access to internet or whatever. Yep. So I'll get the website up and going that night.
Next
and
thing
that
you know.
And he's like, I want it up at 4:20. We're like, fuck it, it's happening.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
We started doing the flyers and everything and letting it out.
So by when would you guys have, the first event?
So the first one is May 17th.
It's in like 2 weeks.
Mm-hmm.
What?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's all set.
Yep.
2 weeks from this date. So
Sign up.
Everything's set.
Be there.
I've already
That's
bought my ticket. I'll be
crazy.
there.
He's got his
Well, I
Spectator
gotta
ticket.
go now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Stop doing that. I know what you're doing. I know what you're doing. I gotta buy one now.
We'll put links to the event, in the show and everything like that. But kind of piggybacking off the
Even if you can't make it physically, Spectator tickets, it's just $10.
yeah,
And
that's
that
what I was
goes-
gonna say.
But
Spectator.
that's totally
And this is where you
flexible.
come into place.
10
because
bucks?
The live stream, you're going to be talking through the live stream. So you'll be a part of the live stream and bringing, people into the event that aren't at the event and bringing the excitement, talking hopefully about donations and bringing money into the chapters and stuff like that.
Absolutely.
I gotta
Interviews.
Yeah.
Hopefully bring people on, talk.
Well,
that's-
anyone
wouldn't
and
be a bad idea.
everyone that wants to pop in and talk about the event, the chapter, whatever, you're more than welcome to sit in.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
No, definitely.
Even have
I got an idea for fundraising. We should do a calendar like the firemen, like they, I want to be September. That's all. If I can be September, that's what I want.
I know.
People are gonna buy that shit. I don't know. You can like hold on to a post like this or something like.
Actually,
September.
we could totally set that up.
I'm
Yeah.
telling you,
That's
that would be
awesome.
fun, bro.
That wouldn't be a
People
bad
would
idea.
buy that. That would be stupid.
With or without helmets.
Yeah.
With
Nah.
With
I
helmets.
don't know. I don't know.
In the community, half the
Helmet,
people.
helmet on.
Yeah.
With the lid open.
Hey, only
okay.
the bottom
You know, a
protected
little bit
gear.
of both.
You know the bottom ones? You only have that on?
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because sometimes you can only recognize people by their helmet. You see somebody without a helmet, you're like, oh, okay.
That's
who's
true.
that?
I
And all of a
already
sudden
know.
they got the helmet on, like, yo, bro.
Yeah.
Smoke's gonna be taking the pictures.
That's Leo right there. That's Leo.
Yeah.
I can recognize that.
I know that you rock. Yeah.
Damn,
What's
I
up,
didn't know he
LJ?
had a six pack.
Hey, now.
Well, I'm telling you, hey, if anybody think this is a good idea, put it on the comments, okay? Make it. Tell me which month you want to see SoCal on.
And the secondary.
April.
I think
There
they
you
want.
go.
I would say they want to see it on June, okay?
June.
Cause it's summer, right?
Mhm.
It's hot, so they want to see him on a little tanga, you know?
Ooh, yeah.
Yeah, that's it. Nothing. Let's close.
Let's get
And then
personal.
you gotta post who you want to actually see on the calendar. So
Right.
if
Oh,
you have
nominated.
somebody- yeah.
Oh
If
shit.
you want to
There
see
you go.
something
Now it's got an
specific,
Esk8
don't be afraid to
calendar.
comment.
That's it.
Oh my
That's
God.
it.
Yeah, we gotta get Esk8 Unity. Corey's gotta be on there.
But we can make people have people voting who is gonna be there.
Yeah,
Your
And
favorite
then
skater
like
for the
what month?
Yep.
What month you
the
want?
top
would
12
you want
people
to
make
see?
it.
There you go.
And then
Top
for
12.
racing, for the event.
That's nice.
Mhm.
See?
Hell yeah.
Okay. See, we're already helping.
Carlos, you're
Yeah.
gonna have like a hose,
yeah.
squirting all this water.
Uh-huh.
like-
Give him in a kiddie pool, you know what I'm saying?
I
Oh,
know
yeah.
that.
Now we're talking.
Bro, I'm telling you,
You
that
sitting
would
there
be
cleaning
epic.
the skateboard.
Epic.
Yeah.
The
Looking all naughty.
toothbrush.
Hell yeah.
We're gonna have to put that picture in motion.
All
The
right.
one that Jimmy, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Hey, you
Baby
got
girl.
the tricks.
Yeah.
Baby girl.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I
You gonna-
think that's a good
You're gonna
idea.
drive. You're gonna go to LA now. Take
50% of
pictures?
proceeds go to, you know.
I see you.
Mm.
You're in bad
see you.
steps. Anyway, but I feel like your plan is bulletproof. And not only that, check this out. Okay, so we got Electrify, right? Going on. We got once a year we got Esk8, right? What's the other one?
TEF1.
TEF1. Like several events throughout the
So they had SoCal and they have the Jersey one
right.
coming up. Yep.
Right. So your event is gonna put, more representation, right, of the actual sport out there, and it's gonna bring more people in.
Right.
The more events you do, right, brings more people in, and that's what I would love to see. Like keep Esk8 growing.
Yep.
And that's what the events does for Esk8. Not only prepare people for racing and all that stuff, it's helping the world know
What it
we're
is.
doing
Yep.
and how cool it is, and hey, you can do it safe. You're gonna eventually fall, but you can reduce the risks.
Yep.
You know,
Well, and that's something you can learn
Right.
with the intro to speed because
right?
like watching Dina fall, it's like flawless. She just slides. It's like
She slides,
It's like,
bro. That's
are you serious? Like,
insane.
I mean, seeing people fall the wrong way, that gets dangerous.
I
So
know.
learning proper techniques is key on what this is all about.
Right.
Yeah, it
That's-
reminds me
that's
of when Mario first helped us start the Intro to Speed San Diego chapter. It was originally oriented towards like females because I wanted it to be more females coming out to the events.
Mm-hmm, I remember.
And he would start doing drills. So he'd set out cones. He'd have him literally get on their knee pads, be like, all right, fall. Like we'd give them pucks and we give them knee pads and be like, all right, just fall. They're like, wait, what? It's like, yeah, you got to be comfortable falling, knowing how to fall in order for you to be comfortable going faster and faster. So he'd literally set up different drills for the females to feel comfortable going at a slow pace and a faster pace and like literally loosening their bushings to the max so they're completely loose and slowly tightening so they get the most comfortable on the loosest setting.
Yeah.
But that was Mario Rux coming out every week to help us out.
That was Tucker helped a lot during
Yeah,
that too.
yeah.
Yeah.
Everybody
Actually,
was
you
out.
came out that day.
yeah.
You were there.
I was there.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. See, I go to it.
It was right down. It was actually right down the street right here. We held it right at the down the street right over here.
Mm-hmm.
At your house, yeah.
Yeah, they kick us out from this.
Yeah, right away. First day. That was the first and only time that we ever got there.
Kicking out.
I know.
Yeah.
That's beautiful, man. We finally accepted by somebody.
Yeah, and we were talking before the show, and they updated the track. You were saying that, you know, they fixed a lot of the issues with the track, so we're really coming onto a very clean track, an updated track. It's not something dirty. Like, gotta say, ABS is pretty poor right now. It's gotten worse over the years. I don't think it's been maintained, so going onto a maintained track, and hopefully the consistency will keep that maintained as well.
Where is this track?
It's in Perris. Yeah.
About a 2-hour drive from here.
Okay.
So it is kind of.
You said it was what? How far from here?
Well, yeah,
Hour
give or
and 20
take.
minutes?
It's about like an hour and 20 minutes.
Oh, is it?
Okay.
Without traffic. you know
Without
what I
traffic,
mean?
yes.
So
Yeah.
I mean, it's kind of central to.
Yeah.
It's kind of like
It's in the middle.
centralized.
It's in the middle.
Yeah.
Yeah. I like that, bro.
Mhm.
Because it's like pretty much LA, San Diego, all the fucking
Orange County is pretty big.
Yeah.
over there. Yeah.
It's like
Pretty much
They get there.
the main chapters.
And so we'll do 3 to start out.
Mhm.
Be May 17th,
Right.
June 7th, and then we're gonna do the first night race. 4 o'clock starts, and we'll go until it finishes.
damn,
And the lights at night, it's awesome.
bro. Like,
First one. First
Mhm.
one.
That's gonna be intense, bro.
Yeah, it's gonna be nice. It's gonna be cooler, which is kind of good for wearing gear
Yep.
and stuff like that. It's been, especially we were talking Phoenix, 100 degrees. You know, we had nothing but freaking mist machines that we were sitting in
Dude,
front
that
of.
was
The
gold.
savior of that
That was
event.
gold.
Yeah, but like it was terrible to be in there, and then especially for the racers, you're gearing up and then you're in that gear for 5 to 10, 15, 20 minutes before you're able to get out of it.
Right.
So yeah, I think night racing would be perfect for our situation.
Yeah, it's a escape to the heat. Yeah.
Big time.
Which
Big
is-
time.
That's genius right there.
Yeah. Maybe we could hit up, you know, somebody like Shred Lights as a, you know, sponsor.
Oh, we
Yeah.
gotta talk to Eric.
Maybe Eric might be, you know, watching the show.
Eric.
Light up the track.
Yeah.
Eric,
The track.
Eric.
Yeah.
Eric, baby girl.
Is that what we call it? Light up the track?
Yeah.
The Shred Lord. The Shred Lord. That's how we call him.
Yeah,
Like,
the
hey,
Shred Lord.
Baby girl, I love you. You gotta help us around, okay? Let's make this happen. Okay? We need you. Okay? SoCal, you know this guy. Okay? You love this guy.
We go way back.
Yeah, way back.
Yeah.
Okay? There's a video. I've seen it.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay? I've seen it. He cried on it. Like, I saw it.
That goes way back, man. That goes way back.
Everybody's gonna be Google searching 10,000 more views on that
Uh-huh.
video in 3 days.
If you go back in the Shred Lights archives,
Yeah.
it's there.
It's there. It's there. I watched it the
Yeah.
other day. Like,
Yeah.
I was like, because I have seen it. I watched it like 2 years ago. And it's like, I rewatched it to see the whole story of how you fucked yourself up. Like,
Oh, yeah.
which was intense.
Yeah.
How that happened again? Like,
Oh, got hit by a car. You
Yeah.
know, couldn't walk.
bro,
Yeah.
in this seat right here, there's more broken bones than
Oh.
a veteran cemetery right here.
And then
Like,
Uh,
this guy's Iron Man got fucking
Yeah.
full of fucking like screws and shit.
yeah.
Like
Yeah.
you
Yeah.
fucked up, bro.
Yeah. That's
Like-
why I stopped racing. I'm
Yeah.
done. That's why I'm on the opposite side.
But that's what a veteran is.
Yeah.
You read
Veteran.
through words. Battle scars, bro.
Right.
Battle
Yeah.
scars.
OG.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I think something that we want to get to is I threw out on Instagram questions
Oh, geez.
to
Oh,
the
yeah.
community. And so we've gotten some people respond to this, and our number one person when it comes to this this segment is JB.
Okay.
Yeah,
Aw.
always,
EV
bro.
nerd.
Okay.
He submitted 10 questions.
Take
Damn.
that.
No way.
Okay.
Nice.
So no, he submitted 3. But
He would.
his first one is who do you think would win, 100 Joes or 1 silverback gorilla?
Oh, dude. 100 Joes.
Oh man, you heard it here
That's
first.
like a horsepower kind of thing.
Yeah.
Okay?
Well, if it's 100 Joes getting ready for a race, yes.
Right.
Yes.
Let me get back here. So, real question. How do you overcome the hurdle, and what advice can you give?
What hurdle am I overcoming?
I don't know. You didn't really put that in there. Oh, here it is. It's the first part and the second part together. I didn't realize that. What is the biggest hurdle in your life that helped you become the person you are today? And how did you overcome that hurdle? And what advice can you give?
Play the video.
Man, just going through life, being able to have different, heartbreaks, deaths, just different things that grow you over time, kind of define who you are as a person. And I think the things that I've been through have just defined who I am to this day.
Cool.
Nice.
You got a question?
Yeah, I got one. I got my friend here, DJ Esk8.
Oh.
He had been out for a while.
Yeah.
I haven't seen him. He wants to know if Joe is going to compete in the future. It would be great to see you and Red Beer in the same race.
Ooh. Oh man, he would smoke me. But my race sport is actually retired from me, and now a local Esk8 female, Shannon. What's her handle? Bunny? Esk8 Bunny?
Nitro Bunny.
Nitro Bunny.
Nitro Bunny. Oh.
She picked up my Stooge 21.
Dope.
So I would get on I'll get on the track and ride it, but racing, man, I got a lot of things to do the rest of my life, so I don't want to be in my
You're trying to stay alive.
I'm good, man.
I got a good one here. More of a skateboarding, style. What is your favorite type of wax?
What?
Oh, beeswax, man.
Like skateboard wax.
Oh, I was like, what?
Beeswax.
Yeah.
I mean, whenever riding electric boards back in the day, I would use paraffin wax. You would use that with your bushings. But yeah, man, beeswax.
I think we kind of already answered this one, but it goes, where should you go to start learning? Have you considered an academy? Have many questions, which I think intro to speed is right there. I think that's it.
Yeah.
Yep.
We literally had
the entry.
a new female from Seattle come in on Tuesday to our intro to speed in San Diego, and I was like, what would incentivize you to get on a track? She's like, girl, I haven't even gone on an e-skate. Why would I get on a track? And I was like, well, what would incentivize you? What would incentivize you to get on a track? And she's like, well, food. You said food. On the other side, I'll get on the board to go get myself a burrito or a taco. She just started talking about food. And I was like, all right. Other than food, what else? She's like, well, if it's something called novice, if it's not pro, if it's not sportsman, if it's something that's novice and it's a friendly title to come in, I'd purchase that $89 ticket to get on a track and feel safe going at a slow pace with somebody next to me, which is ideally what we're doing.
Right.
That clinic is what she's talking about is what we're aiming for to do during that clinic first hour and a half, to make people feel, make sure that people feel comfortable going onto that track. And again, it's just
because they'll do that 1 or 2 times, and then they'll be like, dude, I want to race now.
Yeah.
I want to actually ride the track and race.
Right.
I mean, that's what is driving this,
right.
Just more and more people participating and just wanting to learn. I mean, like I said before, we were doing the interview, intro to speed. I would rather skate with people in a group ride with intro to speed people than people that have never been.
That's crazy, bro.
Yeah,
that's true.
I got one here. This one. You ready for this one?
Okay.
This is anonymous.
Anonymous.
He doesn't want to be identified. It's like,
I'm scared now.
It's like, what has been the biggest heartbreak being sponsored by a company in your career?
The biggest heartbreak being sponsored by a company, not really being heard to your full vision of what you feel that the community would want.
Damn. It happens though.
Oh, dude, it's happened to me so many times.
Yeah.
And a lot of it is greed. And that was one thing that was asked in the interview with the Intro to Speed guys. They were like, you know, we don't want this to be a cash grab. And to me, it's like, of course, I'd want to do this for the rest of my life. But at the end of the day, a cash grab is me coming and leaving.
Right.
I've been here for 10 years. I'm done with the ambassador stuff. I'm done with the group rides. I want to focus on racing, and the community needs someone to focus on racing. And I'm that crazy guy that just knows everyone and wants to be able to have racing succeed, because our sport needs to be on ESPN.
It does.
Come on.
Yeah. Come on.
Come on.
ESPN, we need you.
Let's go, Red Bull.
Make it happen.
Yeah. Come on. You know.
No, I totally agree. Man.
I mean, it would be fun to watch. I mean, like the Electrify Race League, they did the Asphalt Kings. Dude, 4 or 5 videos, 1 million views. No one in the PEV scene in 10 years that I've been has gotten that kind of viewership on any content, dude. Zero. No one's touched that.
But that's the thing. Like, they got some weak ass sports, like some of the dodgeball. Like, bro, they play that in kindergarten, bro. Like, I don't know. Like, they had one. It's like dunk ball or something like that. You jump on trampolines and dunk the ball. Like, it's like that shit. That's like, what is that? You know, like E-skate. Like, that would be so exciting because you get to see them, like, you know, cut corners and all that shit that you guys do. Because I ain't doing all that shit, bro. I'll be kicking people out, like.
Watching some of these guys race,
PTSD.
Oh my gosh, it's like an adrenaline thing for me. It's like a rush, and just being like watching them, like Harry Man Jack, he's like my hero. Like that guy, watching him, like I have like little bets. I'll tell like Leo, I'll be like, hey, he's gonna win it. $20 on Harry Man Jack. And everyone's like, oh, I don't know.
Hey, true story. ESK8. Yeah, we got some side bets going on.
Yeah. It's insane. And he's 2 years only, like being in this sport?
Actually a little bit less, I think, maybe.
But his board is an extension of his legs. I mean, his body. Like, it's just like he's an
abnormal person.
Yeah.
Not only is he just stupid knowledgeable on his own DIY that shouldn't make sense and does work.
No. Yeah.
You know, it just he constantly improves. He's improved himself on the track too over the last year. You know, it's just amazing. Him and Reggie at Electrify Arizona were literally a foot away from each other for 3 laps in a row.
A foot?
You got to understand.
Less
Reggie's got to have trust in him that he's going to hold his line and not have a mistake, because they're going to take both of each other out. They're teammates. They want to win. They want competition in each other, but they stayed a foot away from each other the entire time.
It was the craziest thing to watch.
I got goosebumps right now. Yeah. You can see it on me right now.
You imagine that watching it on television?
Yeah.
Bro, like, it's like, and suddenly they cut a corner, bro, like right at the last second, and wow.
Yeah. It's only a matter of time before it ends up on X.
Like, somebody got to pick up on this shit, bro. Hey, what are we doing?
And I think something beautiful about them too is that they do practice together, right? In San Diego, they're always constantly on the track, and they're always they push each other to their limits. One is in the front or the other one's in the front, and they practice passing each other. And you could see that at ESK8, right? You guys can see them communicating with each other, with Jack signaling, like, slow down a bit, going in the turn, like they talk and communicate because they care about one another. They don't want to crash, but they want to make sure that they each push themselves the best.
Do you think they're competing that way? To the best potential?
So, you hear they even talked about it. So it's just like that. Reggie doesn't want to necessarily put Jack in danger and take him out, or take, you know, so he's going to make a safe pass if he's able to. But if he can't make a pass, he's going to, you know, he's going to make sure that they're both safe and they both make it to the end. But he didn't make it easy on him. I mean, you saw that at AZ.
Literally
you know,
inches away from each other.
At ESK8 it was a little bit more wide. Now it's a bigger track.
Yeah.
You know, but AZ, it was tighter.
Yep.
And so they were right on each other. But that just shows you that they are pushing each other
and
to the
they trust
max.
each other.
Yeah.
More important.
I mean, it's crazy. That was the best racing I think I've seen this year so far, was that race.
So Jack won in ESK8, and then Reggie won in Electrify?
Yeah, and then Jack won the next day. Yeah. So Jack is 2 races. Reggie's 1 race this year.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Going into Long Beach, it'll be some good competition.
Yeah.
So we'll see.
I mean, I don't want to brag, but, like, San Diego, you know, like
represent.
SoCal,
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
LA,
killing
San
it. Like
Diego.
everybody, like
Yeah.
all like the like it's crazy to see how people have evolved.
Yeah.
You know, like everybody's doing something big. You know, we got racers, we got I don't know, we got the main guy, the veteran, the veteran running all the races. You know, like we got Estelita on every event on the backdrop. Yeah, she's making it happen.
Or in the race.
Yeah.
The racing.
She
obviously.
also races.
Yeah.
And she's
EUC and Esk8.
and
Yep.
the fucked up car that she has, like the handicap bike.
The handicap bikes. Yeah, exactly.
Scooter, thank you very much.
She's gonna have a motorized one tomorrow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We gonna put some BKB batteries on that.
It's gonna be
That's the
so
truth.
dangerous. I'm not gonna want to get off.
That's gonna be the next sport. Literally, knee scooters turned into freaking racers, bro.
No.
Yeah,
You know
yeah.
what I mean?
We gotta have a injury.
Dude, in the open, they
That'd be
wanted me to
nuts.
do it at ESK8. They're
That's
like, you
so
gotta go into
crazy.
the open with the scooter. I was like, all right, I'm down.
That's so crazy.
Like the opening throw of a
Holy
baseball
shit,
game.
yeah.
The opening, you know.
It's got a
We're gonna
wheelie
let
bar in
somebody
the
go around
back.
track and
Hold it.
you know, post the first time.
Or like the Olympic carrying the fucking
Yeah,
fire
exactly.
around.
Exactly. That's not a bad idea. Actually.
on the fucking like first lap, you know?
Yeah.
In the Olympics.
Yeah, exactly. The pace car.
Yeah, that's
see?
not a bad idea.
That's some creativeness.
Mm-hmm.
We gotta make this fucking calendar.
Yeah. I think a big thing is too, anybody that's going to be out there, don't hesitate to post. We want to create promotion for this. We need great traction. We need to let people know what's going on. That's a big thing too, you know. So 100% repost your pictures,
Repost,
tag them.
them, all
Yeah,
that shit. Make your
100%.
own videos, bro.
Yeah.
That's how you start being. If you want to be an influencer, that's a great way. You know,
Yep.
make a video out there. You know, tag them and keep spreading the word. You
Yeah,
know?
if you're already an influencer, we want you to come out. You
Yeah.
know, take
Yep.
pictures,
Definitely.
take videos,
Represent.
you know,
Yeah.
and do what you can because
Yeah.
we need to
This-
grow this. And
This
You
is
know,
for the
unfortunately-
community.
yeah.
Yeah, we're gonna.
100%.
I want to get all the details on the.
Oh,
the
we will.
description,
I'll
yeah.
have everything. I'll be out there, so you'll get pictures.
Do you
I'll be
want
doing
to
some video.
do some streaming with
Yeah,
Leo?
dude,
Get on
for
the,
sure.
Yeah, I'll get on for
camera?
sure with you.
Hell yeah, I love
yeah.
that. Oh,
Yeah.
seriously though, that would be
Yeah,
dope.
no,
That's
definitely.
the thing too. Like, I want to like interview the racers too, and then that way people who don't know what racing's like, they get their aspect, and even talk to like Mario Fest, yourself, Estelita. You know what I mean? Just kind of give them more of an insider's role of like what they look like, the track, their mindset when they're in
You
their
know,
line.
it's pretty cool too. Is I know all the racers. I'm
Yeah.
out there every week with them.
He knows,
So
and he races too.
yeah, I race.
That's perfect.
Well, I agree. I kind of have talked to Teflon and stuff. About doing stuff like that. It's something I kind of want to do. I want to get into more media and stuff like that. So I'll definitely join you.
Yeah.
I'll
Absolutely,
have some
dude.
fun.
Be a pleasure,
But I
bro.
wanna,
That's gonna be
definitely get
be
out there and
fun.
still
That's
get
gonna be,
pictures
I
and
love
stuff
it.
like
I
that,
love
too,
it. See?
Yeah.
Special guest. Special
Hey.
guest.
Yeah, yeah.
There you go. There you
Yeah,
go.
absolutely, absolutely. I'm getting new jobs as we're going.
You gotta get some sleep though.
Oh my
Please.
god, dude! I was telling everybody, I've done 30 days in a row since ESK8 I've yet to take a day off.
You gotta unplug.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
You should go with
It's
us
racing
tomorrow.
season.
True,
It's everything.
true.
Yeah, going on. I can't.
You should go with us tomorrow.
I can't. I have.
Go out to Joshua Tree.
Yes, you
Stare
can.
at the
Yes,
stars.
Yes, you
I
can.
can't.
Yes, you
I'm
can.
gonna be supporting Intro to Speed, and we got a project that is gonna come out, and we'll have on the next episode actually. We'll be talking about it. So, me and our producer of the show has been up to something, and we can't wait to show everybody.
Well,
Yeah, little side stuff.
well, the last few times me and Joe have been to Joshua Tree, someone's mentioned about a kind of cool idea. I'm not sure if Joe wants to speak about it now.
Throw it out there. You heard it here
Or kinda
first.
hold
Yeah.
it.
Come on.
This is a perfect.
Give me some.
platform.
Give me some.
An end of the year camping excursion with everyone. PEV
Bro,
party
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm down.
in the
Bro,
middle of the
I'm
desert.
down.
And this is something that he's been talking about for probably well over a year.
Yeah.
Well over a year. I heard this last year. He was talking about it.
Well,
He
the
loves
thing-
camping.
The
He
thing
loves
is,
going hang out.
the thing is like everyone likes to go out and have fun, right?
Mhm.
And when you take the cities out of it and you just throw everyone in the middle of the desert,
Right.
with DJ equipment, bonfires, PEVs, food, alcohol.
Adult beverages.
And maybe a little bit
Jimmy
of
with his
extras,
dances.
you know.
Then
You're in the
you know,
desert, so
So you know, just having everyone out and just actually hanging out as like a community versus like when you do a group ride, right?
Right.
You're there for an hour, hour and a half. You might, you know, hang out with someone, but at the end of the day, it's like you're not really hanging out with people.
Right.
And then going to the race, like I'm doing a race all day, setting up track, doing all these things. I'm so busy.
Yeah.
And so being able to hang out with people and shoot the shit, dude.
Yeah.
It's like I want to be able to do that. And so it's like the end of the year bash.
Yeah.
In
Just
the middle
chill,
of the desert.
be stupid, you know, shit like that, you know, have fun.
It's actually some of the most funnest rides. Our 420 ride is a good example of that. We had a big, you know, wait time, but we were all, you know, having fun. You know, it was that camaraderie, everybody's together, and it was like we stopped probably 5 times. Every time we stopped, boom, everybody's having fun. It was that like chill environment, like disconnect, and it's not serious or anything. I made that ride so chill. It was like the best, you know, like vibe. Honestly,
420 rides is the best.
Yeah,
that's actually where I first met him.
Yeah,
it was at a 420 ride, and I think it was 2022.
You came out.
He can't remember.
He can't remember.
It was so high.
I did 2 years in a row, man.
Yeah,
so
absolutely. And you supported, actually, I think, on one of the rides.
Yeah.
You brought some stuff out. Yeah. It was good. It's the most requested ride, you know, of anyone. Yeah, it was
That's
good.
a good excuse also to bring your mountain boards, you know, out there, you know, all-terrain boards and shit.
Yeah.
Like,
It would be,
you know,
good.
just put some wheels out there, you know.
I mean, because if you have an electric bike, bring it out. If you have an EUC, I mean, anything that's electric that can actually get traction, have fun.
Shockboard system.
Yeah.
Dude, I took the shockboard system at ABS. Oh, I rode right through all the dirt, like no problem at all. It was the best board I could have brought out. I was like, thank God.
And the cool part is because our little spot that we have at Joshua Tree, there's even a fucking figure 8 already for the dirt bike.
I've never been.
So it's like,
I've
you
never
know,
been.
right there.
It's like an hour and a half, 2 hour drive from here.
That's not
Bro,
bad.
I'm
So I got a
down.
car.
You tell me when. You tell me we gonna fucking. We'll put it out, bro.
Yeah.
Everywhere. You know, we'll
and
do
it's all
fucking.
for fun. It's all for fun.
Yeah. No, we
It's
set
fun
up our
weekend.
tents, man. Like, me and
Bro,
Joe, we've been out there a
blow
few
that
times.
shit out of
So.
proportion,
Yeah.
bro.
Oh, yeah, that sounds fun.
Yeah.
My wife and I have been talking about doing camping, and we bought the new car, and that was actually a big thing for us. We want to have space and we can lay in the back, just go out, 4-wheel drive. You know, it's perfect for.
I bring my army gear.
Oh yeah.
Oh jeez.
Yeah.
Yes.
You're gonna see another
You can't
Santa
find
Carlos.
it. You can't
He's
find
gonna be
it.
sneaking up, scaring people. Ah!
Camouflage on the ground.
He's out there with a ghillie suit just chilling. You know what I mean? Like, where's Carlos at? You see some shit moving?
He's not gonna be invited the next year. Motherfucker spent the whole weekend just scaring everybody. I don't think he missed a single motherfucker.
Middle of night, hear someone fucking with the door to your
Yeah, I
tent.
know,
Shit,
right?
like, hey, who is that right now?
Awesome.
All I know is Carlos.
Okay, what are the dates again for the event?
May 17th,
May 17th.
June 7th, and July 12th.
Okay. You heard it, guys.
July 12th is the
Put it on your
one.
schedules.
Oh yeah, the July 12th is the night race.
Yeah.
The night race. Yeah,
Ooh,
I
you know what?
I
I'm
wanna
gonna miss
see that one in
unfortunately.
person. Like I feel like we haven't had a night race, right?
So I do have with the streaming, I do have a drone flyer coming out to the 17th and the 12th.
Nice.
And I asked him how his drone skills are for flying at night. So he said they're good. So we'll see.
Okay.
Who are you gonna get come out?
Man,
These are the
A very, very
everyone has
sweet
been
person.
so like gracious to like just like donating their time because everyone hits me up and like, you know, hey, do you need help? Do you need this? Do you need this? It's like I can't afford you. Like I just want to put it out there and let people have fun with it. And so Hudson, post host, he reached out to me and he's like, hey, do you need a flyer? And I was like, I can't afford you. He's like, I'll do it for free. He's like, what are the dates? Like I put it in my calendar right now. He's like, the second one I can't do because I'm doing a wedding. And I was like, cool. And then boom, it was like that, you know. And it's just been really.
Post is perfect.
Yeah.
He's good.
Mhm.
He's been out the intro. He's
Yeah.
solid. FPV drones is a
Yep.
good recommendation, of course, as well.
Hell yeah.
And he's also really close to almost all the racers.
Yeah.
He just went to a race in Australia.
Dude,
Like that.
it
It
was,
was
post
like
hate
back
on-
to back to
Yeah.
back. Like it was
Yeah.
insane.
Is that
Everywhere.
the tall guy that has a
Pink.
big ass board?
Pink, he's riding the Radium.
It's a pink jumpsuit.
Yeah, pink jumpsuit. Very hard to miss.
I don't know who he is. I'm bad with.
You just don't race. Yeah, you're
Yeah.
never out there.
I race to the bathroom.
Yeah. He's an old man. Every 10 minutes, if he walks by a bathroom and he looks at it, he's like, I better just go now.
Got that old man bladder?
No, not the bladder. The shits.
Oh, the shit. Whack I got.
Anyway, hey, I just want to say thank you. It's been an honor having you guys here.
Mhm.
Hey, so much knowledge. I'm loving the projects that you guys are bringing to the ESK community. And definitely, I want to see. We're gonna show presence on these events.
Presents?
Presence.
Oh, I'll be there.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you meant presents. We're going to give out presents. I was like, wait,
No,
what?
Santa Claus.
I was like, oh shit, we're doing something more than I expected now.
See, you remember the three things that I said? Don't be racist. This guy.
This guy.
You.
I don't know.
You.
Your English is not very
You
good.
couldn't
looking
get
right
close, okay?
now.
No, but we're gonna show presence. Presence. Did I say it right?
Yeah, we'll be there.
Fuck you. So we're gonna be there. We got the dates. We're gonna put it on the description. Thank you guys again for showing up,
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
letting us know your beautiful plans, and hey, thank you again. We can't thank you enough for keep bringing us great events to the community.
Hell yeah,
Okay.
dude. Hell yeah.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Hell yeah.
That's
Go
been
support
all.
them. Go support them.
Thank you guys for showing up to another lovely night in San Diego for the Cali ESK8 Show. Peace.
That was fun.
Yeah, you can see it, right? Let the professor get your mind blown.